second part. But yeah, overall, just fine. So most of my shows just get views between 400 and some of the ones that are laying around reaching 600 and more. That's just how it is. That's the amount of people that are watching. Hope you're enjoying the shows. I know it's kind of different, and there are silent pauses, and sometimes it's just muddying around, not really knowing what to talk about until it just starts happening. So, probably gonna happen again today. But I am like really stiff. Hopefully kind of do something about that in the course of the day, because it is kind of a nuisance. Even my jaw muscles are kind of. Alright. But I can still just properly talk, so. But yeah, I mean, if this continues, I might not do a show tomorrow, just to take a day off and try to let this relax. Maybe get extra rest. Alright, let's take a look around. What's happening? Seems to be some more geoengineering talk going around, like admissions and like governments coming out kind of thing. And it's in RFK's scope as well. That's good, and I mean, there seem to be some very intense policy changes, like with FDA, and so that's actually starting to happen. I'm really happy for America. I mean, like, finally. It was kind of embarrassing that you guys still had that. Like, still got all the unrestricted chemicals in the food and all that. That was just like everybody else in the world, including Europe, would like, ugh. Like, you guys just poison yourselves. Like, and we've kind of been aware of that. I've been aware of that for a long time. Like, since the 90s I already knew that was going on, and that we were given here, like, that's pretty much the reason why a lot of times when you get to see Americans, they're all just these bloaty sacks of slowed down, unhealthy looking people, men and women. Right? The GMO and the chemicals in the food. Right, but yeah, now I think the United States, the people in there are gonna have a gradual shift away from that. If this really follows through and it just becomes updated, no more chemicals in the food everywhere. Labeling, I mean, the idea of labeling like that's kind of new. It's like absolutely insane. Like, in Europe, like, labeling was like really standard. Like, very quickly, even when I wasn't eating organic, like, there would still be just abundant ability to figure out what's in the food. Like, companies weren't really allowed to put secret ingredients in there. Like, it's unheard of here in Europe, in my lifetime anyway. maybe earlier in the 20th century, that may have still just happened. I mean, the food world has changed around a lot in different ways. And I'm very happy with the overall food quality that I get to enjoy. With the organic brand and like what that is like here, like it's really good. And like the people in it are really good, and like everybody really, it's like a mission, like they're almost there to like defend the food health. And of course now getting drawn into like we gotta defend the farmers. Like the farmers are just directly under attack, like government policy and climate change nonsense, and so in a way, like the organic sector is becoming even more about just defending the farmers now, which is great. I'm so happy to be on that train, as it were, like on that side. Like very consciously decided that like I'm gonna sponsor the organic food industry in the Netherlands like the rest of my life. That's kind of what I decided 20 years ago. Like only organic, and always be able to explain why to people. Right, and so most of the times, even in face-to-face contact, people are like, wow, you look really healthy for your age. And it's like, yeah, I eat organic food, like very strictly. Better to not eat than to eat non-organic food. And like lived it. Showed them that is indeed what I do. Like, oh, we're all gonna go to a restaurant, and I'm like, it's not organic, is it? Nope. Okay, so I literally just sit there at a table with friends just eating dinners, and like, yeah, I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm not gonna eat. Like, I'll survive. I'm not gonna do it. And literally do that and be completely fine. No resentment. I mean, I'd be rather eager to get some kind of organic bite to eat at some point, but like I would just be able to like, no, everybody's eating. Yeah, I'm not eating. It's not organic. Like, don't worry, you're not gonna get poisoned or anything. It's just that I don't go there anymore. But that was kind of a struggle in a way that I've been going through like 10 years ago. Up until 10 years ago, after that point it was so normal, and the whole flat earth thing happened, so didn't really have any friend circles anymore. Right. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that in the United States the food quality like is finally in a transition to an updated, healthier kind of level. Very happy for you guys. And for me, that's even like, when this really becomes completely fulfilled, like that actually makes it an option for me to subtly consider like, maybe I could go to the United States to visit or something. Really, because that has been like a big objection. It's like, I love the United States, like great people, beautiful sights. The fucking food, like I'm not risking it. I'm not gonna do that. It'll be like, it'll be really short. It'll not be that bad. Yeah, right. No, it will. Right, also because like the organic stores, they've been like sneaking around with things too. Like not being really truly in the spirit of the law of organic. Not really. Like it's secretly GMO things here and there, and like there's all kinds of weird shit that's been going on with like big food, even when it's organic. That kind of shit does not happen here in the Netherlands. Absolutely not. Like people here in organic supermarket would like even warn about that in the United States. Like over here you can really trust it. I mean, if somebody gets caught like, sneaking in non-organic shit, like everybody's like, traitor! How dare you? Like you're like on a list. We take very serious here, and I'm very happy about that. Right, and you could literally like lose the organic stamp on your product, etc. And there's still plenty of people that aren't really into any of it, that don't really understand the necessity of that kind of thing, food health, by organic food, and that it must be clean. They just think, oh, it's all a scam, but I mean, those people literally don't know what they're talking about. Bumped into that forever, like that's just the standard response, but that response, that's just the whole messing around. It's all the same anyway. Like that's literally a coping mechanism that serves one purpose, and that is to convince the individual that it's not worth it to actually do that, to take that effort, because it is an effort. It is an effort to like become dedicated to eat organic only. It is an effort, and it will cost. When you change your diet, like it will just happen. Or adapt. And people don't want to do it. Why? Because of the habits. Because of the habits of just feeling like the whole world is your living room and your kitchen, and you can just like walk around in the street. It's like, hey, that looks like a fun little food place, and you just walk in there and you eat something. That freedom, like everything is your kitchen and your living room. People have a real lot of trouble. They give up on that, especially if they're already kind of older, in their teens or in their early 20s, and they got used to that, then it's like a real big thing to give up for them. It is. Just tell. And for me, it was that too, a bit. Because not having to worry about all that did give me kind of a freedom to be more preoccupied with like my stance and like trying to look like I'm wealthy and all that. Yeah, just my image, right? Oh, in my 20s, oh, it's so important that you have to look good. It's really all about just how you feel about it in reality. But yeah, you gotta learn that over time. What organic food? I mean, I had a dream once. Like, what if we could just like frickin' mandate it? And then people would be like, oh, but I mean, there are too many issues, and oh, you couldn't feed enough people. And I'm like, this just can't be real. Like, it just sounds like total bullshit. I think you could absolutely just literally feed everybody organic food. It's just not, those kinds of farming operations are just not super quick, like, oh, bang, 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 you do it, you grow it, and bang, you explode. But no, you have to just build up gradually to what is going to be needed. You have to have like market anticipation in that sense, in a way. Farmers do, the ones that like do those operations, and then slowly build up to it. You have to have a station that just can produce that over time. And just, it's just so much better. And you don't really lose that much on the like mass production level even. Even the organic farmers, they know how to like mass produce it and be effective and be minimum industrial toxic influences. Like really very, very low. So they can like have some food crop and just have loads and loads of it. And it's really healthy. And it like stays healthy every year too. So it's great. Like, I don't believe that you have to have non-organic food production just because otherwise there wouldn't be enough. I just don't believe it anymore. I think that actually focusing on organic farming and doing it that way, it literally cleans up everything, and then you can produce even more eventually. Because a lot of the toxic influences also just kind of wear down the soil and all that, disabling more production. So I think that is too, in a way too, it's just a resentful rumor, like, no, it's not really gonna work. It's like, no, it will work. It will actually work. Everything organic. Just completely cut all those other methods. All the poison sprays, all of it. And just do it different. And it can be different. And you can use like anti-parasitical bugs. And you could even use like weird electro stuff. And on top of that, you can like play music to your crops, which also has provably worked. Like, there's so many things you can do, guys, that are just not toxic, and it works great, and it's right there, and it's cheap. It's even cheap to do it. It's crazy. Or maybe like the anti-parasitical bugs might not be super cheap, but I mean, at least it doesn't kill everything, doesn't poison the soil. Right? I'm all for like bug production. It's just not bugs that we should be eating. It's bugs that eat the bugs that will be on the organic food. That's the bug production. Like, what do you call that again? Massive ladybug farm. Just freaking ladybugs everywhere. Great. Like, it's a blessed little insect anyway. It has special moments. When the ladybug just suddenly appears, walks on your furniture or on the wall or something, like, that's like a blessing in a way, spiritually. Some people believe that. I kind of believe that too. My mother believed that. Like, okay, let's just make a giant ladybug farm. Like, big cube with like 1 billion ladybugs in there. It just set them free. Like, no more lice. Yeah, I mean, these are the kind of dreams I think of sometimes. But yeah, I'm really into organic food. Hope you appreciate the show thus far. Don't forget to Rogans it up if you are. Alright. Let's see if I can put something like this in the title. Just imagine, right? The idea like, oh, but I can't now eat anywhere because it's not organic. I don't want to live like that. Yeah, so what if everything was organic? like some small food stand or a little restaurant anywhere randomly, like they wouldn't even be able to get ingredients that are non-organic. Would you still have a problem going around and just randomly eating a bite? No, because you know it's all organic. So the only thing that could be wrong about it is that the person there just doesn't really know how to deal with food properly, that it's improperly cooked or whatever. Right? But I mean, that can always happen in any restaurant. You never really know. Sometimes they're just not really good at it, and then nobody does anything about it because it's in the middle of nowhere, that kind of thing. That can still happen. But at least you would be able to trust, like, okay, I don't have to worry if I'm gonna step in a restaurant that they might be serving me some really cheap-ass processed stuff that has like pesticide traces in it or GMO. I would love that world back where they just don't have to worry about that at all. That would be great. Right? And like the more the farmers do it and are standardizing it, the more development there is too, like better development. Because even like the organic food industry has a lot of potential to also like be partially roboticized even. And it's already happening. There's like farmers that have really brilliant just devices using lasers and all kinds of stuff that just like be extremely efficient at the farming process. It's just like, wow, you guys are epic. Like, starts to feel Tartarian almost. Like, this is epic what they're doing. And I bet there's room for more development to get it even better. And all organic and even better, and more food and just better standard quality and just the way they process it, like not damaging the crop accidentally in like picking it, which a lot of it is like roboticized. Because if you let it all be handpicked by people, yeah, you get it. You have a hassle. You have people you need to employ in a very specific season, etc. And issues. Lots and lots of issues. Now you have to be a personnel manager. They figure out like machines that can just do it. And they're getting better and better at it. With less damage. Because that's usually like in the early stages of like roboticized pickers, like their crop getting damaged slightly in the process. It just happens. And I mean, you're not going to throw it away, but it's just like, oh, there's a scratch mark on it. It's like, oh, too bad. But I don't care. When I get that in the store, it's like, yeah, whatever. I mean, it's good. It's not dirty. It's just a scratch. But I know that now it's all like, it'll just get better over time. And until it just becomes like Jetsons level. I could almost imagine, I mean, it's not going to happen really, I think. It's going to be like drone pickers that are just like super careful. Like, I could imagine a drone that would just like fly around a fruit or whatever, and then just with the mini laser, just with like completely frictionless, perfect sized, everything just like scratchless. I mean, it's a bit of a weird, silly fantasy, but I mean, it's not that distant, really. Like, at some point, it could become that. Like, fully automated, like, Amazon level, robot warehouse level, animated, organic farm. And in a way, I'm like, oh, but I mean, now you're missing all the human influence. Humans like have a positive, like real dedicated gardeners. They have like this magical influence on the plants. It's like, oh, but you're taking that away. It's like, yeah, but I mean, that'll still be there. Like, oh, this is a person that's a gardener, like has one garden. You want to get something from that garden because it's like kind of magical compared to the standard stuff that's robot picked. But the robot picked stuff will still be great, and there will be like tons and tons of it. So that there's food for everyone. And it's organic. I mean, that would be great. And I always imagined myself to be like one of those guys that would just have a little garden and just do that on the side as a hobby, and like purely as a hobby. Growing my own weed and growing some basic crops, things like tomatoes and lettuce and chili peppers and beans, green beans kind of thing. And maybe some fruit trees over time. I mean, that's always very cool to do, but I mean, it does take a long time before you actually get a sizable tree that produces. Right, so you have to know, like, this is the place where I'm gonna be staying for a long time. Right, so well, maybe I'll still get there at some point, but not here, that's for sure. There's no gardening here in this room. Potted plants on the balconies as far as it goes. Right. 33 minutes and 33 seconds in the show. Hope everybody's enjoying it. Talking food, organic food today, which is also my thing. As you've all probably figured out by now. What would the robot's name? No, that's... I mean, what do you name your spoon? What kind of a question is that? I mean, maybe you could, like, for the fun of it, call it like the food grabbler or something. It all depends on, like, what the process is going to be looking like. I mean, if you have like a mini drone that's going to pick a fruit at a time, it will probably, I'd call it the hive then. But if it's like a robot that basically like goes past things and just grabs things out of it, which I have seen, it is out there, I would call that like I would probably call that the grabbler or something. Because of like what it looks like, how it operates, what you could compare that to. That's what you're going to name the device probably. It's ZR time. First in the chat. Right. So yeah, that's my little talk. Organic food. I dig it. A big advantage that I always found about organic food is that it fulfills, like it satisfied you on a cellular level better than regular food does, which just is like more like a filler effect with regular food and just activates you in some way, the sugars or whatever. It's more like drugging you and just filling you. And organic food, like ever since I started out eating that stuff, the amount of food that I actually ate, like suddenly just started to decline. Like I need less to half of what I used to eat. Like I used to, like in my 20s, I used to eat like a lot, like a whole lot, like a big eater type. Big meals, big plates. It's just, I can't even do that anymore. Well, the closest I'm getting to it is basically how I've been eating last 2 days, sort of double meals, but that's still quantitatively not even close to the literal volumes of food that I would be consuming in my 20s when I wasn't eating organic yet. So you just need less volume of food because you get more out of it, more of the things you need, and less waste to process. Because I think of it like that, like when you have food, how much do you get out of it? And how much is just kind of stuff that passes through you and comes out the other end? Well, with organic, you can get much more out of it. It's more bioavailable. There's more life force still in it, with like fruits. It's still alive. Life energy in it. You just get more out of it. Less waste, more actual food. What does organic mean? It's a branding. Organic is a technical term that means no GMO, no pesticides, and in a lot of cases also like with the least amount of the least amount of processing. So like habits like overly refining things, like super refined sugar, super refined salt, like that it all becomes industrial refinement, like that's gradually also been taken out because the processing also makes food less healthy. It just happens. So that is kind of what it means. It's like no additives, no pesticides, herbicides involved. And as a habit, the less processing, the better. I mean, you can still have something hyper-processed and call it organic, technically, if the ingredients are all organic. But people will know, like, that is not a healthy way to make food. Because people that eat organic are just aware of it. Like, in general, all people that are, like, strict organic, they all have depth of knowledge about food and what it does and health. Like, they all do. I've never met a single person that didn't. Which is delightful, by the way. Because then, you know, if you walk in an organic store and you bump into somebody and a conversation happens, like, you can always have a conversation about organic food. Just always. There's always something to talk about with people in an organic supermarket that you haven't met yet. Always. So, yeah, that is what it means. Right? It's not a literal term. Like, of course, food is organic. Like, it's organic material. there's no literal synthetic food, but I mean there is, but it's fake meat. But I mean you can't even really call that food. It's just super bad news. It's not nutritious. So all food that is actually that you could consider food is organic in a literal sense. But what makes organic food is that there's no synthetic crap mixed into it. That's basically what it comes down to. Hope that explains. Yusuf. Alright, don't forget to Rogan's it up if you're liking the show. Does nobody like that organic food? Nobody? Oh well. I mean, you're just missing out. I know very few people that eat organic that end up at a later stage in life end up with chronic diseases. Yeah, because they don't tell you that. The non-organic stuff, all that pesticide, the chemicals, yeah, it's sort of like, well, you may feel something, but I mean, it's not really that negative. But yeah, later in life, you make a habit of just getting that kind of shit in you. In 20 years, in 40 years, there's gonna be stuff that's been built up, and now you're fucked, and you get some horrifying condition. It's literally gradual toxic buildup with bioaccumulative poison that you've been gathering through non-organic food products, which includes like food dyes and petrochemicals and all that. Like, might not like instantaneously make you sick in those low dosages, but it does build up like in your fats. A lot of it like really petrochemical, like they build up in your fats. And then it'll be tough to get it out. You have to like really detox. But if you keep eating the same substance with that poison in it, like you're not gonna detox. It's gonna build up slowly more and more until something like snaps in your body. That's how you get nasty cancers or other weird sick diseases later in life. Right? On top of like any vaccination or whatever you even call it. And that also is a significant toxic influence that also contributes to that. Yeah. Odi and Doi, I don't know what that means. Is it nonsensical question hour again for you? I mean, I love to answer questions, but I mean, could you just make some damn sense then, please? Or maybe you're referencing some, I don't know, online person that just on camera stuffs themselves and they're like obese or whatever. Maybe that's what you're I have no idea what you're referencing. So, like, I'm not even on a surface level aware of those types of people out there. I know they exist. I don't want to have anything to do with it. So, from the professionals. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember actually having watched that, and if I did, I didn't really remember anything about it. Because that sounds like just another assassin shit fest, and like I just don't care about those. So my heart just doesn't remember that. So organic doesn't use pesticides or fungicides. Correct. Well, maybe fungicides? No. The point is they only use like organic sourced things to deal with natural problems. So they just take one part of nature that would work against another part of nature. That's how they do it. I mean, if they got a weird fungus breakout that's like hostile fungus or whatever, they're gonna do something about it. They're just not gonna spray it with like kill spray. Like that's the thing that they don't do with anything, because that always ends up ruining the soil, and then it seeps into the ground, and then all the plants that you're gonna grow on it are gonna contain traces of that, which makes it literally contaminated and non-organic. That's the whole point of it. The point of organic is that, like, especially you don't damage the soil and what's in the soil. You don't put anything on it that's like gonna seep in and then kill the microbiology that's actually happening in the soil that makes it so great, which includes natural fungi and bacteria and little weird insects that are just part of it. The whole biome, like you want to preserve that as an organic farmer, because that's where the power and the health of the food comes from the quality of the soil. Alright, and if you take it even one step further, then instead of just organic farmer, you could become like a soil grower, which is like an amazing concept to me, that it's even possible. I never realized that like 20 years ago. Now I've learned about that. Like you can actually like create soil that is so effective it'll literally expand. It will transform everything around it into it as well. Like that's amazing. Like I'm really fascinated with like soil growing. But it's also, a lot of it is like little tricks, like just knowing about plants and like the dirt, like the earth, the soil itself shouldn't be exposed to the air. So you take plants or like herbs or whatever, vegetable plants, you put them in the dirt, and then the best thing is to actually like put mulch around it so that the actual soil itself is not exposed. If you do that, it stays better. It lives longer. Like it's amazing. Like this is just one little trick and it works fantastically. Just take wood chip mulch thing or a bunch of leaves or whatever, and you just put it over over the soil surrounding the roots, and then like it works better, it grows larger because the skin is like protected. Like the soil is like the underskin, it needs a layer on top of it, which would be the top skin, and then it works. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Keith. So why would you put that in that form? I mean, if that is like something that they might use as like a anti-fungicide or something, well, then they probably chose that particular setup, that chemical, which it is, because it is not damaging, because it won't like kill off the right organisms or create long-term problems. But I mean, in general, I would prefer if nothing would even need to be sprayed like that ever, and just completely leave it to insects. But yeah, I mean, there are issues, probably logistical issues. If you really scale it up, if you then all need bugs to specifically take care of it, like that can provide difficulties. So, organic herbicides. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm not super familiar about the exact things because it's a developing process. Like, organic food industry is developing. Like, the farmers are continue to developing, trying things out, and see if it's like good and safe, if the quality remains when using those methods. So yeah, if they're using that, then yeah, I guess it's just fine. Right. But in general, I'd say maybe try to skip on herbicides entirely and approach it differently, like with like a laser thing. Just identify a non-crop plant and literally zap it, just nip it in the bud. There are machines that do that. That seems absolutely great, and that would prevent any need of having any form of herbicides, organic or otherwise. So but I mean, such machines are kind of expensive though, obviously. So not everybody's gonna like have those immediately everywhere. Whoa. That was a train horn. And that was loud because that train is very far away from here. This is loud as hell. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna roll a little smoke. It's been an hour and it's all fine. Hey, maxed out bear, good to see you. All aboard. This is... See, you're in a good mood today, Maxed Out Bear. Although you are usually in a good mood. Wow. Really? They literally opened the door and they didn't even deliver it. It's just... This delivery service is unbelievable. Like, they press the bell like twice and they just immediately walk away. Whatever. I got to wake up today. Why do you have to wake up today, Maxed Out Bear? Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like stiff today. is the way you say that. Where it's just everything is like all my muscles are all stiffened up. It's kind of annoying. At least I haven't pulled anything yet. But I gotta be careful with like not turning my head too quickly kind of thing. It's just those like nice sunny days and where it's kind of warm, and then suddenly it gets cloudy and rainy, and that keeps going back and forth. I always get this. Like my body does not like it when it just keeps switching temperature and humidity regularly. Yeah. Oh, okay. You're not dead. You have to wake up. Okay, fair enough. I mean, waking up, yeah. I mean, if you're really happy about life, then that you woke up is definitely a good reason to be happy then, I guess. You tweaked my neck yesterday? Right, so not the only one. Right, because there are just some of these days where it's like you wake up and then you can't force it. You can't just, oh, I'm just going to operate like everything is normal. Well, if you do that, then it's yeah. So don't do that then. Some days you just don't bend. It's that simple. And I mean, if you have like a job that requires that, then you should consider taking a day off. Otherwise, you might be with a serious problem that could like last weeks. Right? Better to take one day off and recover and then like get back at it without any problem than like try to force to do it anyway, and then you are like completely down for weeks. I mean, you know? Logic? Right, these types of states are not exactly convenient, quite the contrary, but you don't have to force yourself to make that fuck up everything by just pretending it doesn't exist. It does happen, and you just need to deal with it properly. It starts by giving it recognition, what it is, what it does, and then just take your time to recover from it actively, so that nothing goes wrong. And when you do that, then you'll restore quicker, and then you can just go back to normal and being able to do what you do normally without risking like getting yourself in a twist and aching for weeks. You just scarfed my sea moss? What the hell does that mean, scarfed? I guess taking it? Yes, sea moss, great. Oregano extract? Okay, well, if you need to detox, I mean, it is a detoxing stuff. It's not something you should just take every day. Only if you have, like, parasites or something that you need to get rid of. Or inflammation. If you don't have that, then I don't know why you would have to take oregano extract regularly. The magnesium is great, I take that too. But I take it at night before going to bed. And yeah, magnesium will help like with sore muscles. But it does not like make the state of that this kind of thing, it doesn't make that go away. Because this happening, getting stiff, is like a process. It's like a physiological process. Like, oh, we need to do this specifically. The body needs to work out something specifically. You can't just take a supplement and then it doesn't exist anymore. That doesn't work. Body still needs to process the process. Take care of it. Right, but I mean, being in a state like this, a good way to deal with it, if you have that, would be to take a really hot bath. That's ideal to deal with it. Be careful, take a hot bath, relax. If you have like a masseuse or whatever, or a wife that can do that, then maybe a massage on top of that, and that'll like really help, right? Because when you're stiff, what always helps when you're stiff? Blood flow. It's the lack of blood flow that kind of causes it in the first place. Usually, that's usually what does it. Right, and if you need to like force it, then you could even like take what is it, nitrous oxide things, because that'll literally open up your veins, widen them up, and in that way enable the blood flow. Like that can also help acutely if you have that kind of thing. But be careful though, because you will like you can't do that when you're really busy or anything. Because that stuff, like if you just take it, you'll relax. If you then try to stand up, you might faint. Because I mean, it does really open up your veins and widen them up. And if you stand up, then literally your brain just get depleted from blood pressure. So anyway. I don't know, nitric boost, I think that's nitrous oxide, not sure. Nitric, yeah, sorry, yeah, I thought so. Nitric oxide, yeah, exactly, I got it. Laughing, yes. Sorry. Yeah, I meant nitric oxide. I mixed it up. And you knew that was what I meant? Thanks. Yeah. Nitrous oxide excessively can actually deplete the body's B12? Whoa! Huh. I never knew that. Right, yeah, I'm not a fan of the laughing gas nitrous oxide. It's just a semantic slip up on my part. It's just that I've not really even been aware of nitric oxide as a thing. That's a thing. I've kind of learned that just recently in the last couple of years. So I'm still having trouble giving it a semantical place in my knowledge spectrum. Yeah, just nitric oxide. I've actually been wanting to try it out, getting nitric oxide. It's just never really gotten to it. Oh, it's raining again. Right, anyhow, hope everybody's enjoying the show. Don't forget to Rogan's it up if you are. Oh, by the way, I did see like Sleepy House 10 in old Benjamin's chat yesterday. I mean, not the day that... I mean, so it was actually Sleepy House. It was the real one, after all, with green looking account. Don't know why I thought it was the wrong one, but it was purple, but it isn't. So, but, I mean, she, I think it's a she, basically didn't do a protest, so yeah, I mean... I'm not gonna get unbanned over at Home Benjamin's. Yeah. Anyway. I think I'm gonna round out the show. Just take it easy. It was nice doing a show about organic food and all that. It's good to have you in here, Maxed Out Bear. You can still watch the stream? Yeah? Yeah, I can type in the Rumble chat, yeah. Because the troll downvoting was hurting them somehow. So they literally banned me to make them stop. Yeah, it's totally embarrassing if you ask me. For them. Right, but I mean, maybe nobody wants to address it because, I mean, oh, if you protest, you might get kicked out. It's just... it's not what it used to be. Oh, Maxed Out Bear, by the way, if you want to see a really funny video, weird ass AI generated in ways, check this out. I mean, I came across this, like, this is freaking hilarious. Maybe share it with the bears. I mean, I thought it was really funny. Sometimes I just forget. Wait, what? What is that? What? There you go. It's basically a little video about a baby and a dog having like a podcast talk with each other. And the baby wonders about baby issues and the dog thinks like a dog, but I mean, they both like talk. It's hilarious. Maybe a bit too poopy oriented for Owen. But I mean, it is a freaking baby and a dog. And I mean, it does make sense. It's just funny. I thought it was hilarious. Anyway. Right. So you enjoy that, and I'm gonna round out the show. Thanks everyone for coming. I hope you liked this show. If you did, then please don't forget to Rogans it up. And if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me through the PayPal, Patreon, Gifts and Go. Links are in the description box below, or send me a super chat over at the Rumble live chat when the show is live. Or subscribe to my channel and support me that way. Any support would be greatly appreciated. I can always use it. Right, so everybody enjoy the rest of the day. I will probably be back tomorrow with Flat Earth Early Bird number 2271, but I might take a day off and then come back Saturday. I'm not sure yet. It all depends on how I feel tomorrow. If I'm less sore muscled, I might just do a show anyway. I mean, I really didn't think I'd have any content today, and today's content was just fine. It's a nice little subject about organic food and food farming and all that, and why, and my views on it. Right, so yeah, everybody have a great rest of this Thursday. And until the next video, keep it flat.